All righty. All right. I hope everyone is doing good out there. Good morning, guten Tag, guten Abend, konnichiwa, ohayo gozaimasu, anything in between. Hope you're doing well. It's Chill Times with Squids. We got a special guest today, none other than WEDNezzzDAzzzE, also part of Chat Stadia and Stadia Source as well. Writes articles and things there. Definitely a nice guy to have on the show. So I'll have him on here. Let me get the music going and flowing. This is another episode of Chill Times with Squids on the StadiaDosage channel.
Hey, good
What
morning,
up,
everybody.
WEDNezzzDAzzzE?
What up, SQUiDzzz?
Chilling.
Chilling now. I feel like I've been a long time watcher, and now I'm finally here.
Yeah, man. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, it's awesome to see you on here, and then just nice to interact with you on here, and then need to still get into some Destiny, but man, we'll get to it because I'm probably gonna be looking at it today. Because how long is that the expansion's free for? Is it like till the end of the month or something?
Yeah, pretty epic what they are doing. So Destiny 2 and Bungie, they do their resets for Destiny on Tuesdays. So in between the past Tuesday and the next Tuesday, all DLC will be free for anyone who logs in.
That's huge, because I know a lot of people were like not getting back into Destiny because they didn't want to have to buy the new expansions, but they were eager to see what's going on. So that's, yeah, no, I agree, that's huge. And for a week, that's like a week free for me, so I'll be grinding.
Yeah, anybody can get into Stasis right now, take the whole Beyond Light journey, or you can get into the most epic Witch Queen expansion right now, which was very highly rated. So there's a lot to get excited for.
And then is there like, no spoilers, but is there like a Lightfall campaign thing that they got or something?
So Lightfall, they have the showcase, which you can watch. It's about 2 hours long, which is more of a visual experience. And then as in terms of gameplay, they just have sort of the seasonal events, which are the prelude to Lightfall.
Oh, so Lightfall is like an expansion later that they're making, or that's coming out?
Exactly. So Destiny works in seasons and major DLC expansions. So Beyond Light brought Stasis. That was a major expansion. In between, you had seasons until the Witch Queen, which was a major expansion. And now we have in between seasons until Lightfall. And these typically occur at the beginning of each year. And then we'll have a couple seasons, and then we'll have Final Shape, and then they're telling us that will finally be the end of Destiny 2 after it launched in 2017.
It's gonna be like a GTA here in a second. They keep just making another one. Then it's the same one. It's like, come on.
A lot of content is recycled, so you got to be prepared for that.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure everyone does like their fair share of Destiny, because you can put a lot of hours into that. Like, speaking of which, how much you got on that playtime there? So I know you just recently posted it up there.
Yeah, so I mean, Destiny 2 was a major contributor to me getting to that number 2 spot. Color, I'm coming at you. But yeah, I would say I'm almost at 4K. So
wow.
I'm just scratching it. I know Nads is up and above 4K. So
wow.
there's some huge Destiny 2 players at Chat Stadia.
Nice. Okay. No, that's respectable, because man, you always see people they talk about this game, but then it's like they never put in the time, and that's, you guys understand that. Like, you guys gotta grind out there if you're gonna be talking about things. But man, that's why there's like it's crazy. There's so many different communities too. So have you gotten into like, or say like, just a big part of the Destiny community? Like, have you done any like giveaways or charity things yet, or signed up for any of those yet?
Well,
So I'm interested, but I haven't gotten that big yet.
we had our first giveaway last night, but that was through the StadiaDosage community. I would say that we were big talkers of Destiny 2 for a long while, and now every
Then you put the
Tuesday,
pedal to the metal.
yeah, we're getting out there and we're now playing with the community. So hopefully that picks up traction. Our real goal is to sort of get that cross saturation between Destiny 2 and Stadia players. So hopefully bring more people into the fold.
Yeah, I think if anything, Destiny 2 is probably, I think, still like one of the most played games on Stadia, just because it's free, and I think most people just gravitate to it because they got that AAA hunger. They're like, I need to play something that's relevant. My friends won't laugh at me, type game. You know, I don't know.
No, that
you know
makes
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, let me catch up on the comments here. Shout out to Jinx718 for popping on by. He's here for the chill times.
Chilling out.
Shout out to you, Jinx. Shout out to you, SPG.
Oh,
as
look
well.
at these beautiful faces.
What's up, Casey? Oh, wrong way. Go this way.
Oh, see, I don't know how to model.
No. I had to go the other way to like kind of make one thing me. I don't know. But the cameras. But Destiny backlog is in my backlog of shame. I don't know how about 2,000 hours to play. I'll get into it one day. Yeah, man. It's once you do, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And it's about to get a lot easier because with the introduction of Lightfall, the power level will also drop away. So that is a major restriction to players.
So we're getting rid of light.
We're getting rid of like that grinding for power level. That'll be gone. You can come in and play. There won't be that restriction anymore. And it's just a silly restriction anyways. So
oh, it really was. It really was, especially in trials. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You get bodied real quick because you got like some neckbeard that has put 10,000 hours into the game. And they're like at least 100 level power level above, or sometimes I've seen. And I don't know. There's been some crazy instances. And I'm like, this is like, it's almost like, have you played WoW before?
No, I've never played WoW.
Well, it's almost equivalent to just like imagining someone just like on like Destiny, right? You could look at the gear level, all grays. Like you have someone with all grays versus someone with all legendaries, and then they're also all legendaries with like set armor and stuff. And it's just like you're going against that when you're shooting blanks and shit at. It feels like you're like in full grays.
Yeah.
When you're playing against like people at the high power level, but it's funny. Love it though. Love it.
Trials is the pinnacle end game of any title I've seen in a while.
Oh, it really is. Yeah.
Just that grind of 7 wins consecutively without losing against a team of 3. It's just beyond difficult. But getting to the lighthouse is very rewarding.
Oh yeah. I only went like once or twice.
But you remember when you went?
Yeah, definitely. It's good times. Once on Xbox, and then another on here. But yeah, I'll have to grind it a bit more.
What's the second most played game on Stadia?
I'll have to check.
What would you say?
Probably Cyberpunk or Red Dead, maybe. Cyberpunk or Red Dead. I don't know.
Maybe Elder Scrolls?
Yeah, Elder Scrolls is probably up there too. Let me look it up. I pull it from the Stadia Hunters page, so that's kind of where I get all that info. But nothing wrong with shooting blanks as long as you're still shooting. Hey, we're talking about 2 different shooting here. SPG. Let's see. Top Stadia games, it says on the side. So Destiny 2, right? And then this one is going to be a surprising one, right? FIFA
Okay.
22. And then Elder Scrolls.
Obviously, FIFA 22.
Yeah.
That was a low-hanging fruit.
And then Valhalla, Division 2, Rainbow Six Siege, Dead by Daylight, then Red Dead Redemption at 8, Origins actually at 9, and then Saints Row the Third. But it's probably going to change here once, a couple weeks go by. Saints Row might rise up there or something. I don't know. Potentially.
I'm surprised. All AAAs.
Oh yeah. No, definitely. That's the thing. Like, it's so funny how people have that argument of no games, no AAA games, but then you look at the top played games that are on there. Destiny 2, that's ancient. FIFA 22, that came out in 21. Elder Scrolls, I don't even know when that came out, like 2019 or something. I don't know, 2020, something like that. Valhalla, what was that? 2020, 21? No, yeah, 2020, right? It wasn't last year. So that's been out for a good chunk of time. Same with Division 2. Wow, each one of these are like old in a way, so to speak, in gaming terms.
But they're designed for more career type.
Yeah.
Like I call them marriage games. Like there's games
Yeah.
that you're married to, and then there's games that you date.
Yeah.
So
depends on the live content that they feed
yeah.
into it.
With a game like Destiny, you got to be married to it. You got to attend to that relationship.
Oh,
every single
yeah.
day. Same with like Elder Scrolls, Division 2, all those games.
Yep.
If you
And
wanna
that's
play
why
them.
I gotta be careful. Because have you looked up your top 10 played games? Because mine is very similar to what those are.
Really,
the
I
top
would
10
say
played.
there's no way that my top 10 are mirroring that.
Yeah, mine, it's very close. It's kind of shocking. Let me go back to my tweet here that I had. And then, where's that? Somewhere. Oh, yeah, here it is. So my top 10,
Here
for
we
me,
go.
is Division 2. We got 573 hours. Destiny 2 with 400 on here. Probably like a good couple hundred on Xbox. Not too much, though. Then Outriders. So Outriders is number 3 for me. Octopath Traveler.
Big
Outcasters. Game. Elder Scrolls Online, which I only played for 2 months, mind you, and I got like, it was 91 hours. So I was like, yeah, I got to put this down.
You played enough, though.
Yeah. And then Cyberpunk, Marvel Avengers, and then PUBG. So
all
it's like
AAAs.
Yeah. So it was actually surprising. I mean, outside of Outcasters, I mean that's exclusive, but that one's right in the middle. So it's kind of interesting to gather, if you will. But have you looked at yours yet?
Yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3 indies on my top 10. I have obviously Destiny 2 at 3,657. Damn, I know. Coming up next, I got Marvel Avengers, and I did not realize that I did that much in Marvel Avengers. And then my number 3 game, Terraria.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
And, not so shameful, 217.
Okay. Wow. 217 on Terraria, dude.
And I 100p'd it. I got all the achievements.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's nice. Have you seen the games that have the most achievements? There's like, I think it's either Elder Scrolls or there's one that I saw that had 180 or 90. What was it? Oh, Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight has like 180 or 90. I was just like, damn, dude, who's gonna be getting all those?
Ninja.
Yeah.
I told Ninja I was coming for him in the achievements, and now he's just been achievement hunting like crazy.
You have any tips out there for people that want to get higher gamer score, I guess you could say?
For me, I mean, if you want that higher gamer score, Dead by Daylight's obviously a great one. And then it would be like those easy kid games you get in Pro. I mean, that would be the most economical way to get your gamer score up.
Just beat the kid games. So you heard it first. You got to beat the kid games, guys. That's how they get those scores up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's why I do those first looks and trials, because I'll be like, oh, damn, my shit. I just get like, 2 or 3 there, 2 or 3 there. But it's like when you're doing 5 or 6, different ones, it's like, man, that's a lot of achievements. And then if you're actually going through and completing them, that's even more. But, yep.
The game I'm most proud of on my top list here, one of the indies that I got all 100 achievements, over 100 hours, Grime.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. That was a big one for me.
Here we go.
And then I got Risk of Rain 2 coming in. So a lot of indies. And then I got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Cyberpunk, and now Sekiro, which I just finished the other day, which was pretty epic.
Wow. No, that's awesome. That's crazy how you have the other, indie games above, what was it, Sekiro, and what was the other one?
Above Cyberpunk, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I love Risk of Rain. Like, it's just so fun. It's chill times when you just sit back and just play at the music, the lo-fi music. It's so nice.
Yeah, I think that music is also all AI generated too, if I'm not mistaken.
What? I did not know.
Yeah. So it's like, that's why it's like as you kind of play and play, sometimes it kind of loops, but not too much. Like it's almost like a unique soundtrack kind of each time you get through a little bit, but yeah. Yeah. Catch up on the chat here. We got Wilson in the house.
Oh,
what up, Wilson?
Rude Diggs and SQUiDzzz. I know. Should I add the 3 Z's or does SQUiDzzz have that trademark?
No. Go ahead. But one day I will. And then you have to pay No, I'm just kidding. Just do a whole thing and then be like, psych.
SQUiDzzz
That's like
TM.
Right? That's like that guy that apparently I found this out on like a little TikTok or something. The guy that said let's get ready to rumble, right? I might even get the show now taken down because of that. No, I'm just kidding. But because he said that or something, one of the ring announcer guys, he's I guess famous for it. I forgot his name, but Disney had to pay him because they said that on Hercules with I guess the scene with Hades, and he's talking about let's get ready to rumble. So every time he would say that, he had to they had to do settlements and all that stuff. So he got all this money.
Nice.
Just from that, because they took it without his permission. But that's crazy. Hello, blanks all around. Shooting in Siege. I had to hold off on Saints Row. I feel it, man. There's too much stuff. It's a lot.
I know with the new season of Destiny, I kind of piled the 2 on top of each other. But I mean, I haven't even done a single mission in Saints Row, but I'm at 2 hours now. I just go off to the side. I love getting back into that GTA experience.
Yeah. No, I can't wait for Saints Row. And that's, I don't know, what was it? The first one? No, it was the second one that I played way back in the day. I remember because it was my mom wouldn't let me get that game, but she wouldn't let me get GTA, but she let me get that game, Saints Row 2. Because she didn't know about it or didn't hear about it on the news and stuff, because it wasn't as, quote unquote bad, even though it was just as bad. I played that when I was younger. That's crazy.
Oh,
Let me
have you
see.
seen SPG's monster
Yeah,
he created?
dude.
Oh my gosh, that thing is gonna give me nightmares, bro.
Definitely. He wasn't kidding. You're married to Destiny.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Let's see. You're starting Sekiro on Friday, huh?
I'm just
Mm.
starting Sekiro. Okay, SPG. Good luck, man. I mean, it is a crucible of challenge and defeat. Perfect
Mm-hmm.
parries, dodging, Makiri counters. Make sure to test out all your skills on the guy who you can fight against and practice against near the dilapidated temple. And make sure you watch videos on how to unlock all of the content, because if you don't do that, the game may fall short at a specific spot. I don't want to ruin it for you, but you lose out on like a third of content if you don't follow specific steps. But you don't have to worry about any of that until I say you get to Ashina Castle. So good luck grinding your way through that. And if you need some help, I'm here. So just give me a
Mm-hmm.
shout. Happy to pop in.
Yeah, man, that game is really nice. I like the fights are quite intense, actually. So I do like them. All right, come on then. All right, sorry, my cat is trying to come up here. She keeps scratching my seat. It's like, stop scratching my seat, woman. But yeah, no, Sekiro really good. It man, the what's that guy, the horse guy, and then the lady butterfly. Those are some of my favorite fights for the bowl. Some of the earlier fights.
The bull comes back
Oh man,
in Fountainhead, and he's sacred. Oh my gosh, the terror buff. If you haven't run into the terror buff, you know how you can get burned in Sekiro, and there's that little
yeah.
bar that comes up. This is called the
Uh-huh.
terror bar, and once that bar goes up, you just die, no resurrections.
Oh,
So it is the worst mechanic in the game.
damn.
Yeah, it's an extra level.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too fun. Oh yeah, I'm mistaken, I guess. Damn. Well, shout out to Chris Tudulu.
A bloody icon.
Yes.
I can hear Wilson saying that now in my head.
Bloody icon, indeed. David, are you ready to face off the GIF Frankie Patrol and Baldur's Gate 3? Speech to text butchered that. Oh. Gift to Frank. What?
Gift Frankie. I'm guessing maybe Five Nights at Frank. No, that's not that. Five Nights at Freddy's. But that wouldn't make sense.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Neither does he. He's just laughing at him.
We got this. I'll just Callie. I will just Callie spellbook. What the hell are you doing? Like some voodoo or something? What's going on here? That'll certainly help. I don't know what they're talking about. So.
Either of you on Destiny today for the new season? Of course. Of course. I'll be on at some point today. Probably won't be in the morning. I like to get a couple things done. But yeah, definitely we'll be on in a couple hours, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at too myself, because people have been asking it and I've been needing to play it too, but it's like, it's weird for me. Like if I have an hour of time, I can't just play Destiny. I can't, like, it's not, if I do that, I want to play more than that hour. And so it's like, I can't limit myself with Destiny. So I have to have like kind of no restrictions or nothing going on. So I could just hop right in and then play for God knows how long. Because once you get going in that Crucible and other places, man, it's just, you hit that flow state so easily in that game. But
Yeah, then the time just keeps going by.
Yep.
And that's how you get to 3,600 hours.
Exactly. Because that's kind of like the same way, like how your Destiny plays like that. I've had about the same with like probably Monster Hunter and Pokemon like split. So probably like a good, I don't know, 1,500-1,600 hours of Monster Hunter, and then same with Pokemon. But it's like, man, once you play a game that long, or even just like close to that long, I didn't even play one for that long. You played it double that long. But it's just, man, you get into like a weird mode with the games, and it's like, not that it's a chore, but it's like something that you just have to do, you know?
Yeah.
And
That's
I
why I
don't know.
actually took off last season. I didn't play that much content. I wasn't that high up. Just playing other games like Sekiro and just
Yeah.
getting into different stuff. A lot of Risk of Rain.
Oh yeah. Because I was on a huge Destiny kick for myself. I was actually got, from the last kick that I did, is like a good 100 or so hours that I added on top of it. But that was within like, again, like it's within a couple months, because I have to like, again, cut myself off, because it's like, man, just like ESO or any other game, I'm like, man, gotta switch it up real quick. Otherwise, I'll be trapped in Night City for 7 hours or 8 hours for the next time. But
Did you play
Saturday was
Destiny
for sick.
before Stadia?
Yeah. No, that's actually kind of what got me into it. But let me catch up on the comments, and I'll bring that up too. Awesome tips. Thank you so much. We'll definitely train and Google that castle, and we'll definitely hit you up. Yeah, this game's gonna ruin you for sure. Good evening, people.
SPG, it's a linear type of game. It's not really open world, so you can't miss a lot of things, which is just a good aspect too.
Good nobbin' two bag. How you doing? Well, I would show you this Chromebook, but my cat's kind of like laying on the part where I need to get to. But yeah, one of the old Chromebooks that I had, I got from work. My old job, I used to work with big company. I'm not going to say who it is, but some people know who it is. But long story short, what I got to here is it was like, I could have been a founder, but I had the bougie glasses on, and I was listening to the rhetoric of just the common Joe at my job. And I asked them like, oh, how's, because they played it. They're like, oh, how's Stadia? And they're like talking about all this stuff and all this crazy stuff. I'm like, I'll give it like, I'll give it a couple months, and then actually check it out then after that. And so that's kind of what happened. So it comes out. I didn't even hear about it or anything. I didn't even see anything on it until honestly like March of 2020. And so that's where I got the Chromebook. I'd show you the Chromebook, but yeah, it's that first Chromebook I got. And then I was trying to play Steam stuff, but I couldn't play any Steam stuff because you had to do like a weird Linux back thing or whatever. I don't know. But long story short, the Chromebook wasn't powerful enough. And so I found Stadia, and then I was like, wait, Destiny is free on here, and I couldn't play Destiny on Xbox just because I didn't have the money for just paying for gold and paying, constantly having to pay that fee every year, having to pay the online fee. So I was like, you know what, let me try this on Stadia. And then I jump on Stadia, find out they had the cross save profile. And so I ripped my guy from Xbox onto Stadia, and then it was a wrap after that. So I started playing that, and then Destiny or Division 2 comes out, and I always wanted to play the first one, so I was like, oh, let me jump into this one, and played that with my brother, and that's how I have like 400 or 500 hours, because we just would play that, and still kind of play it from time to time, but it's like one of those things. It's like I have to cut myself off, otherwise nothing will get done, and I'll just play this.
Yeah, I hear that. But that's pretty cool. That's a nice little journey there.
Yeah,
it became the only thing that made sense. So that's why you went
to
it, right?
Yep, because I was tired of paying the online fee mainly, and then I having to worry about having an Xbox too, because I didn't have the Xbox for a while, right? Because I had was it a 360 for a while, and that one broke. So my brother broke the disc drive, so I didn't have like really any big system. I just was playing 3DS, and then eventually, my PC just stopped really working because everything needed more than 3 gigs of RAM to play. Don't ask me how I have 3 gigs of RAM on my computer, but I do. It's two 152.5 sticks. Super ancient. But yeah, that's what I was rocking, and that's how I played most of the PC games, and then played a little bit of Stadia on there too, so like Division and Destiny 2, and it was just playing like it was like on a system again. So I was like, oh wow, now I don't have to pay an online fee. I don't have to worry about getting a system every couple years. I got one of my big favorite games on here, and it's supported. Huge support, like probably one of the biggest supporters of Stadia on there. On the platform is Bungie, because man, like they send praise a lot. I've seen it.
Yeah, they enabled cross-play. They did cross-save. They were there on the first Pro game, so definitely an earlier adopter of the cloud.
Oh yeah. Let me catch up on the chat real quick.
Oh, you talked to Nads. Okay, so Wilson, we have, I believe, confirmation that you need to be 1570. 1570 for the raid. That's what he was telling me last night.
Wait, so then how does that work? So there's no light level, but then there's still
coming
light level?
at. That's going to be on light fall.
Oh,
so we're
on light fall.
We're in season 18, the last of the light level era, and then once
so
the
like
light
next season, then I guess, right?
It's going to coincide, I assume. The light will fall, and we won't need a light level anymore.
Some with some campaign thing or something. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
I hate the aesthetics of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. It's just so dark. It's super cyberpunk, man. Have you played Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon or checked it out yet?
I am ashamed to say I have never played or beaten a Far Cry.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I haven't either. So, like 6 or 3 is going to be one of the first for me. So, but I still got a lot of stuff to do on the 6. Like, it's almost like Ghost Recon. Like, if you've seen the Ghost Recon map with all the damn quests and everything you can do, it's the same thing on that one too.
Yeah, I've played the Ghost Recons, the Breakpoint. I know there's another one on Stadia as well. But yeah, I haven't got into Far Cry, so I was actually never really a big first-person shooter until Destiny 2. So I always like those single-player sort of adventure story games.
Oh yeah, no, they're really nice. They can get you sucked in real quick. Let's see. What's going on, Stadiums? The Cowboys in the building. What's up, Cowboy? Suck some Saints Row. Who got it? And what are your thoughts about it? My wife was up till 3 a.m. playing last night. Well, I think she likes it.
Okay, I want to say one thing about Cowboy's stream yesterday. I went to go, I was watching in the beginning. His wife goes on, starts character creation. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to make dinner. I'm going to eat it with my wife. I'm going to watch a show. I'm going to see where Cowboy's at. Still at character creation.
Yeah.
She was making her
the
character
backlog
for a little bit there, Cowboy. I don't know when she finished, but that was hilarious. How long? I mean, it looked amazing. She got the results she wanted, but that was.
And then they did it on the wrong profile at first, so it was kind of funny.
Oh no! Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I think and now your mama knows profile, and then had to switch after they got to the character creation, or the boss creation or whatever. So hopefully that's not too far, and I think that's just like literally after you just start it or something.
Yeah, it's just like a cutscene and then you're into character creation. So
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of first looks and everything of people doing it and everything. So it's like between you, Lo-Fi, already exist. What Cloud Gaming Dad.
yeah, I saw
Even you
his
there. Now your
information.
mama knows. Who else? I don't know. There's a lot of people I've watched play it, but don't watch too much
And
of it. Cause
I learned on Cloud Gaming Dad, if anybody out there is planning to stream Saints Row, you can go into the options menu and turn off licensed music specifically. So it makes it real easy to real jam out with the music and play and not worry about, getting clipped on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, that is true. So my Gia is the same for
Georgia.
yeah. The
Miss
same for
Wilson.
characters creation. Miss Little Wilson. Let's see.
Yeah, I still got to
Oh
open
man,
up Baldur's
2
Gate 3.
hours. Oh yeah, you just got that. That's
Yeah, I
right.
got it as part of Stadia 1000, so I'm pumped. I got to make a character, level them up, hopefully get into a little match with you guys if there's space one day. But
Yeah, no.
I'd love to.
Yeah, we could probably arrange that because I forgot that you got it, and same with Nads. Wonder who else got that game, but that were more so recent. But if anything, Ray plays it a lot. SPG plays it a lot. Cali Fat. Um, is it
Nice.
Certified Doc or who else is that fourth person?
Doc plays, I'm pretty sure.
I think
Does
yeah.
Jeff play? I don't know
No,
if Jeff
I don't
does.
think Jeff does. I know
No, because he
Wilson
only
jumps
does like
in
pro
too.
games. Wilson, I've seen in there.
Yeah. Was that who I forgot? Huh. I'm sorry, Wilson, if I did forget you, but you were mentioned. But I've seen you playing with SPG and them. Yeah, no, that was the fourth person. Probably because I forget he's right in our face here. Have y'all seen the Fortnite are partnering with Destiny for Zavala? Yeah, I've seen it. And then they got a Destiny map on Fortnite,
Yeah.
which I was like, am I seeing this right? I felt like I was watching like some Counter-Strike stuff where like that reminds me back in the day when I used to play that, where you'd play like Counter-Strike and it'd be like a level from another game, and you'd be playing on like a little server. I don't know, that type of thing. So it'd be like a good example is the Halo maps, right? Halo on Counter Strike, so you'd be sniping and playing Counter Strike, but on Halo on I forgot what the map was. Super famous one, like the one that was like the light blue sides and had like the high rises on this top and stuff, and then like the two bunker things. I don't know. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. It's like high rise or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a while since I played Halo back on the Xbox.
But it's like that, and so I don't know. I think that's kind of cool, like a little bit, but it's just like it was weird to see. I woke up to that like on one of my shorts. I was like, "What the fuck is Fortnite on this Destiny map? What?" Like,
And they have like Fortnite skins that you can get in Destiny with silver. I'm just not a huge fan. I don't want to look
oh
like a
no!
Destiny cat. Like, nah, it's not my thing.
Yeah, man, my wife is no joke. She made a character look as close as could to like herself, and then bought the game again. Then I bought the game again last night, and she helped me create my character, and it took over an hour.
Oh, damn. So how do I get her to make my character? Because I'm kind of jealous now that my character doesn't look exactly like me. I didn't think I could get it to that level until I saw you guys make characters.
Oh yeah. Does it have like that crazy level like because have you seen Monster Hunter character creation before?
No.
Oh man. That one gets crazy. It's almost like what's that other one that does that too? Even Baldur's Gate creation gets crazy too. Because you can make some crazy things on there. No CATerrPiLLA. Well, rip.
CATerrPiLLA had to go because CATerrPiLLA was a symbol of Activision. And let's be honest, that actor cost way too much. So
Oh yeah,
when
high dollar.
Bungie separated from Activision, they had to kill CATerrPiLLA to show that, we can do this game without a big piece of us. And they succeeded.
Yeah, you got the game. Okay, Doc just got it, I think.
Nice.
Gotcha. So that's who it was. It was you, or the last other one. Got 2 strikes on my video.
I was saying that. I said that in the chat. Oh, I was like, yeah. I know it sucks when they do that. They should just turn it on purpose or bring up something. Say, hey, are you streaming? Licensed music option. Like, I just don't get. You're kind of leading people into a trap.
Damn. Yeah, careful, man. Because 3rd strike and you're out, I think. Or is it 4? I don't know. Yeah, just wait until you see the Cowboy and Saints, bro. Okay. But the best in creation in a game I've seen is in WWE games.
Nice.
They didn't have to, though. It was Cade.
I know. I know they didn't have to, but...
all good things come to an end. But I don't know. Like, he's cool and all, but it's just like you said, like, is it sustainable for them and all that stuff? I don't know. And then just the way how the story was going too, just kind of made sense. But...
And now they've built up Aldrin Soul as sort of the new Hunter Vanguard. So he's going to be taking up the realms of, well, now his name is Crow, because it's so much like a soap opera. Crow lost, or Aldrin Soul lost his memory, and now he became Crow, and then he got his memory back, and then he's like fighting with his past self and his future self. So it's really like a telenovela once you get into all of it. So no wonder they're going for the movie and the TV career with Sony.
Right?
Yeah.
They're like, let's get the people that know the most about this stuff, and there they go. Because that's honestly why, if you think about it, like, because games are going to start to get more and more cinematic. Because if you were to show, like, I don't know, you could look at this, for example, like, if you were to show someone a cutscene from a game 10 years ago versus a cutscene to now, it's like people are so used to this type of cutscene, you know what I mean? Like, they're expecting this level of things going on and the writing and all that stuff. So it's like when people see like a really bad cutscene, like for example on a JRPG or something, man, you can really tell sometimes, but like they cut corners or something. But that's how it is though now. It's like just like a top production. But
I was saying after I finished Red Dead Redemption, which was actually the first game that I got on Stadia and played, my mind started clicking. I'm like, what year is a video game going to win an Oscar? Because at the end of Red Dead Redemption, I was like standing clapping with a tear running down. I was like, this is the greatest experience. And I like played through it better than a movie. So I could see it happening for sure.
That's what I tell people at my work all the time, because, as people like to do that little small talk at work, they're like, oh, so what do you do in your spare time? And I'm like, I literally just play video games. And they look at me like I'm crazy, because I'm like, they're like, you don't watch any shows or anything? I'm like, what? I'm not going to be watching shows when I could be, pretty much playing a game that has like a show in it while I'm playing the game. I don't know. Like, you're in the show. That's kind of what I look at my gaming as. Yeah. And so that's why I kind of like, I'll sometimes watch certain shows, yes, but I'm not dedicating time, to sit down and binge watch things just because, or rather binge a game, to be honest. But that's just me.
Yeah, I get it. It's a more rich experience, I find, especially when you get a good one and you get real locked into it. It's not like a show, not like a show where you're just like the observer.
Yeah, becomes like an experience, like you're saying. So it's almost like It's almost like if you're going to like Disneyland or something, you know, or like to Universal Studios or somewhere like, you know, that you're really just into, and it's just, you know, do that every time pretty much when I play the games. That's why I have to be careful with my time. Otherwise, I'll be like, hey, what happened to doing this? What happened to doing that? Oh, yeah, I was playing this for 6 hours straight. It's just like, oh, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
But it's interesting because you never see games release in the same format that TV shows release, right? They're not
Mhm.
coming out in like episodes. They're not coming out in like, this is a 10 episode game. No, that doesn't happen. It's always like, here's the one game, and it
Yeah.
lasts like you do what you want with it.
But I feel like with the way how the business stuff is now, it's like they give you that one game, right? But it is set up as an episode. So later they add on the episodes, the pieces, the more content, the patches, and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Oh, we should have had this been here before. It's like, well, why didn't you have it before? Well, we rushed the game.
Yeah.
It's like, why'd you rush the game? Well, investors and the business people were just cracking down on us. They're like, we got some numbers to hit. Gotta hit them. We gotta deliver. Yeah, let me get this big old comment out of the way. Yeah, it takes so long for them to take the strikes off, but yeah, you're fine with these types of strikes. I get them all the time. The bad strikes are violations. Oh,
Oh, okay. I
gotcha.
didn't know that.
The more you know.
Aldrin.
Aldrin's. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I don't mean to step on your
No, yeah,
comment reading.
no,
Sorry.
you go ahead. Because
Aldrin's cool as Crow, but he isn't as good as Cade. I 1,000% agree that Crow does not have the charisma that Cade has, and he doesn't bring even the same entertainment value. The only thing that Aldrin and Crow bring is that telenovela dramatic aspect. That Cade was just a funny guy, but that's the only difference.
hmm Yeah, no, he definitely was. Then Crow's a little bit more serious, I think, but I don't know.
He's
So I'm
always
really,
flipping his dagger,
yeah.
contemplating life. He's like, should I live? I'm so serious.
It's just like, lighten up, man. I know
Yeah.
you're a hunter and all, but you got some light sides too. But let me catch up on here. You guys are going crazy on the chat here today. Thank you. It's been a nice show. We got a copyright claim, but not a strike. Ah. So I can't believe I wanted to play Beyond Light, and I've been waiting for a sale, and now it's free. But I'm going on vacation this week, so I might make my stream short today and play Destiny. Yeah, do that, or just play Destiny instead.
Yeah,
Sure.
run a Destiny stream.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah, people will play if it's free.
Yeah,
I'll be there if
we'll
I
get
can.
people to join too, and then that could be a good way, like, you know, a good way to get other people in the Stadia as well. Because I mean, that's for real. They do have quite a platform now too, so that could be something. But I still watch TV and movies every now and then, but definitely agree games are just more immersive way to escape than shows. Oh yeah, definitely, because it's like you're in the show. Like, I don't know. Should I live? I'm so serious. Exactly, bro. Let's
Yeah,
see.
Mass
Okay.
Effect did a good job of doing that as well. You know,
Oh
really
yeah,
controlling the narrative, deciding which way to go. I
and
just
then they're
hated
really good
that.
with the choices too, because they had
Yeah,
like the different endings and stuff, right?
but there was like that one specific ending. You had to make all the right choices or all the specific
Mm-hmm.
choices to unlock the final ending. I never did that. I just always
Yeah,
went pure evil.
my brother was a freak with all that stuff, so he would go like he. So that's kind of a little bit of a difference between me and my brother. I'd mostly play like the big multiplayer games and all that stuff. He liked the big story games, so I'd kind of just like watch him. It'd be like my own other stream, you know, that I'd watch while he would just be playing. So I'd see him do that like on what Fable, on Knights of the Old Republic, on Mass Effect, was not Far Cry, Fallout. You know how they kind of got a little moral thing on there too. What's another one that he would play? But yeah, I mean, just those four, for example, like they all have kind of like, a moral path compass thing that you could choose. Oh, Bioshock was the other big one because you got the choices too to harvest the little sisters or free them. But
Yeah, I
that type
played
of
a
stuff.
lot of Fable. I remember your physical appearance would start to modify based on the
Yeah,
choices you make. Really cool stuff.
they need to start doing a game like that again. Like I don't know, don't bring it back. Just like make something, you know, kind of like it, maybe in the same universe or something. But you know what I mean? Like have a whole story like that, but then also like there's choices and stuff like that. I haven't really seen that, to be honest. I guess there kind of is that in Red Dead in a way, but not too
Yes.
much. 'Cause you can kind of go, be like super bad and stuff, and then have
Yeah,
like
you
that bad
can.
reputation and stuff there going on. But I'm trying to think if there's really any other recent ones though, besides like that one. Um, what is that even called though? What kind of thing is that called? Like,
It reminds me of those books when I was growing up where you would sort of create your own choices and you'd flip to like a different page once you made a choice. It was like a make your own choice sort of thing. I can't remember the
oh
specific
yeah,
names of it though.
yeah, they create your own adventure books or whatever. I don't know,
Yeah.
something like that. Let's see. I got to cover the news today because so much happened in gaming yesterday, from Destiny to Gamescom to Saints Row, but I'll keep it short and play Beyond Light. Well, why don't you just do it while you're playing Beyond Light, while you're playing the game? You know, talk about it then. I might even start doing that. Let's see. It was so good they remastered it, didn't they? Yeah, they did. I need subscribers. Well, guys, go check out Galium, aka
Oh,
Casey's page. Got like 5-6 subscribers. Go check them out. You should have 10 or 20 here soon. Please. Um, let's see.
it's funny that I like the beats in the background. Sometimes I have beats going, and if I see that I'm like doing a stream or something and no one's watching, I'll just start like spitting absolute like my own freestyles into the mic just in the middle of my stream. Like just a little like gem if anyone ever decides to watch it on VOD.
It's a random freestyle that you dropped.
Yeah. Oh, especially during Yars. I was like, oh, like having a lot of fun with that.
Oh, yeah. That's how you do it. Because I know, shout out to Storm. He did the same thing a little bit on his stream. He was, let me get some music going. And then he was listening to some music. And then he did a little freestyle there as well.
Oh, that's fun. Have you played Yars?
I have not yet. That's what I mean. It's like there's like so much stuff to play. It's like I got Destiny, I got Yars, and then there's the pro games coming out next month. And then that's just that stuff. But luckily I'm caught up on literally all the trials. Like I've looked at the games either from first looks or on other platforms, at least like for the Jackbox Party. I'm not gonna really bother there just because I've played each one already. I think Jackbox Party and Power Rangers are the only 3 that I haven't done the trials for, but every single other one I've done. So yeah, lots of different ones. Some I don't even have the trial for because they already offered it as a trial way back when it was like an entry trial thing, where it was like it was like a trial and then they took it away. But now it's like in a permanent state, if you will.
Right.
So that's why I kind of like having my spare other account, because then I could just jump on there and then jump into all the trials again. So depending on the game, that could be kind of cool there. But let's see. Hey, yo, what's up, Chanel? How's it going? Member in the chat. Here, let me scroll up. We'll start to do a shout out for the tail end of the show. and we'll get ready to wind down though. But I'd like to say a big thank you to my co-host here for today, WEDNezzzDAzzzE, aka Chat Stadia. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on
Yeah,
by.
man. Thanks for having me on. I feel like almost apologize a little bit as a Canadian would apologize. I feel like that's standard nature. I just caught myself doing it.
Right.
But we didn't get to any of the Stadia news. I feel like we were just like chilling.
Yeah, I mean, we can still talk about it real briefly. I mean, it's kind of brief, but yeah, we can definitely get to it. But Jinx, shout out to Jinx, SPG member in the chat. Casey, aka Galium, check out his page, YouTube page. Wilson, shout out to Wilson.
Check it. I dressed up for the morning show. I was like, put on a collared shirt, get ready.
Nice.
Morning show. Ready to go.
Fresh. Looking good. Yeah, this is a nice polo there. And then we got Two Bag. Thank you, Dankeschön, Two Bag, for coming on by. And now your mama knows. Thank you for coming on by. Shout out to the VOD squad as well. The lurkers, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Be sure to smash that like button. If you want to be on the show as well, kind of make it a regular thing. I can only have like 1 or 2 people on, only because like this Chromebook, if I have like 2 people on or 3, it starts to get a little hairy, and I can't even say, like, it sounds like I'm just not even on the stream anymore. I'm just kind of the person. I'm just like a mod for my show, and then it's just like, well, here we go. The 2 guests are just going to talk, and then I'll just have them talk, and I'll just have technical difficulties with my stream crashing on my computer. But we'll get better production here soon, and then I'll be able to, have everyone on. Have like a whole classroom. No, that'd be crazy. Whole classroom of people on here.
It's like those Twitter chat rooms. I think I see.
Yeah.
Starting up.
And now your mama knows. Thanks for coming on by, SPG2. I think I got you already. Same with Chanel. Thank you. But yeah, let's get going on this comments real quick, because we got the comments and then really the meat and potatoes here for the post. So if anything, like real briefly, they're adding more content for those AAA folk, the ones that are thirsty. I need the seasons. I need the latest and greatest. We got more Rainbow Six Siege action coming in hot. So that's on par with how they keep up to date there. Elder Scrolls is also getting a new piece there. So that's another piece for those folk. A new game that was added. You got Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? I don't know. Find out. Saints Row. Big AAA juicy title for those that are out there wanting that grind. So if you haven't played a Saints Row game before, please don't hold like a serious lens to it, because it's not meant to be like a serious game by any means, which I think that's the whole problem of how, at least most of the reviews that I've seen, people are like looking at it super critically and all this stuff and like all the graphics and things. And it's just like, but have you played a Saints Row game? Have you played the other ones? I don't think so. So I think this one's pretty tame compared to the other ones.
Yeah, it's more down to earth. And
yeah.
For Saints Row 4, I have a good comparison. Saints Row 4 is Matrix the movie. It's you going in and out, having these crazy Matrix powers. It's really actually very similar when I think about it.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, it's crazy. I mean, if anything, it'd be interesting if they add like, because did they have expansions for the other ones, for the other Saints Row, or was it just like a straight up game?
I believe it was a straight up game. However, I never followed a Saints Row from like the beginning. I always came to them after the fact.
Yeah.
So this has been my first day one sort of experience with Saints Row.
Gotcha. You gotta remember that. I'm still laughing about that because like again, it was like growing up, like I couldn't get GTA, so I had to get Saints Row. And so I got, what is it? I think Saints Row 2, and me and my friend we would just be playing it online for hours and just be in a party chat. Like that was the thing, being in the party chat on Xbox, you just be in there for. I'm glad there wasn't timestamps on those ones because, geez, you could see how long you were talking on there. But jumping back on page, we got some comments still to go over, but just get the pro games knocked out, and then we'll knock out the comments, and then the actual blog comments we'll get to in a second. We got PJ Mask. I mean, that's a good game for all those kids out there, honestly.
Or
on the StadiaDosage. Yeah, Achievement Hunters too. Honestly, on what is it? On the first look streams or whatever, trial streams, that was actually one of the highest games that was viewed. Was that game and the monster truck game or whatever, the kid one. Both of those. I don't know how or why, but I guess kid stuff, right? I don't know.
I think Blaze and the Monsters. People thought it was something else, and then they grabbed it. They're like, "Oh, this isn't Blaze Monsters. It's a kids game."
They trying to be the first one to grab it, and then didn't even look at it or have a genuine interest. It's just funny to me because it's like it's almost like when people buy like. You could see people buying like certain things, but then it's just like they never use it or never eat it or have it. It's just like they just want to be like, well, I have it, and it's just like, well, did you? You didn't need it, or why'd you waste the money on it? I don't know. It's like almost like you can use this analogy, like giving a $10,000 camera to like a kid for their field trip. It's like. You didn't need it, kid? No, you could just give him a little disposable camera, like, have him do that instead of getting a nice-ass camera potentially ruined. I don't know. Same thing with, like, how these games are. It's like, certain games come out, it may not be for you, but when it fits really nicely for that person that really wants that game or really knows how to use it or knows how to play it for certain games, too. Because same can be said like with that same camera, right? Like you can have a professional photographer take a picture or have an average Joe take a picture. That photographer is going to get the better picture every time. Just because they know how to, line up the shot, all that stuff. So same sort of thing with these games. It's like certain games, like these kids games, yes, they're not made for us, but for a kid, if it's, someone's budget with having it on pro where they don't have to, like as a parent, right? They don't have to rent all these games, which is huge. Like I have all these different friend parents that they have like either GameFly or another different type of renting service. This is just like that in a way where they can have pretty much all these kids games on pro that come out each month, and that game plus the 5 or 6 other pro games that are kids ones are going to keep a lot of kids busy. So I think that was a major one right there. And then with it being, was the company out? Was it Outright?
Outright?
Yeah, Outright Games. Yeah, they're just really big supporters of the platform too, and just good on the
Way
kids
Forward
games.
as well is a big supporter, and then some big games.
So it may not be big for like the AAA bleeding edge. I need my 120 FPS, my ray tracing folk, but may not be suited for you. That's all I gotta say with that. But then you got Overcooked, which is actually pretty cool to see. Is that, I don't know if that one has full multiplayer. I don't know, I have to double check. But that plus Yars, Tri-6, Infinite, and then Spiritfarer. So all really good, I think, pretty good indies outside of like what one indie is Spiritfarer, and then the other 3 or 4 are other games. I don't know what they're classified as, but they say Spiritfarer is indie. But
I think Overcooked would be more of a. I mean, I would say double even. Yeah, double A for sure.
And then Tri-6, that could maybe even be indie too, but But either way, 5 great games, which 2 of which I still haven't played. The other 3 I have. So we'll be definitely doing first looks on the Yars and Try 6, and then get a nice session of Spiritfarer and nice Overcooked session, and then I don't know if I'll honestly go back to PJ Mess just because I did do the it was like it was 2 hours or something like that. Whatever the trial was. Yeah. No, that's what I mean. On those kids games, I put in that time for those trials at least. Because it was just like, you know, kind of like the achievement thing, and then also just like nice way to kind of just see like how honestly how kids games are now. I'm always just intrigued to see how they're like getting, you know, kids out there into games. And they're really not like, I mean, yes, they're easy obviously, but it's like as a kid, you know, not that they'll be challenging, but it's a nice way to get like some good coordination going, hand-eye coordination.
You know, that's an interesting point, because as a kid growing up, we didn't have quote unquote kids games. We just had to play the games that everybody had.
We just jumped in.
Like I was playing Sonic at like 8 and 9 years old, even though that was meant for like, you know, a 30-year-old at that time to really figure out everything that was happening in there. So nobody was doing kind of hand holding for us, walking us through gameplay. We were just straight up in there playing the hardcore stuff at like 10, 11, 12, you know?
Right. And that's almost like,
Switch.
Right. It's almost like that with like keyboards and computers too. Because the same could be said like I guess the age of people being, you know, computer savvy has gone lower. You know, I don't know. It's a lot more people are more efficient, I guess you could say. But that's something I also noticed, because kids have a lot more access because of either tablets or either a laptop, and that's mostly what they have is either a tablet or some Chromebook or some laptop or even an old phone. And that's mostly what they all have. So these games, like, you know, PJ's Mass, that's huge. You know, because friends like Petter, right? They could just have their kid just pop on PJ Mass, play that game.
Oh yeah, and let me drop this in, because yesterday I ran my community stream, and we had some people pop into the public party chat that I had opened. By the way, that's a bad idea. If you're running a stream, don't have a public party. But these guys came in and they were like talking pretty loudly. I talked to them afterwards. I had one important question. It's like, you're of a younger demographic. What brought you to Stadia? How did you get onto this? And it turns out their Chromebook was advertising Stadia to them, play on Stadia with the power of NVIDIA. And they would just click and they played, and it was that easy. He was like playing with a mouse and keyboard, and he asked, can I use any controller? We're like, yeah, use your PS controller, Xbox, anything Bluetooth, really. It should be able to work. And they were surprised that it even existed. It just goes to show they're doing advertising in some select strategic spots.
Oh, yes. And hitting the market in a nice way, too.
Yeah.
So let's catch up on some of these here. What's up, Rudigs, coming in on this morning? Great show. Yes. Thank you, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Thank you, Rudigs, again.
Wilson, I just reached out to SQUiDzzz. I'm like, I love what you're doing. I want to be a part. I want to jump on if it's possible. And he said yes. So, yeah.
That could be any of you guys out there, too. So, and if you've already been on the show, like SPG, Torres, even Casey, we can probably get everyone on here too again. Not at the same time, mind you, because my stuff cannot support it. Unless someone wants to, like, you know, host, they can maybe host it on someone's channel and do it that way. In a weird, cheesy way. Be like, hey, since I can't run this show, can I run it on your computer? In a way, that's kind of like what I'm saying, but I don't want to say it that way. That's just weird. But we'll figure out a way to get everyone back on here somehow. The Destiny stream last night was hilarious. Oh yeah, those damn kids. And then you got that guy with the smoke alarm. That's what I was saying. I don't know if you caught my comment in there. I was like, damn, need batteries.
We were telling him, it's like, that's unsafe. Your smoke alarm is going off.
He was disconnected as a man, having that subconsciously be triggered. Like, You know,
And he
that's
said he didn't notice it. He just blocked it out of his head at that point. Who knows how
yeah,
many days, weeks, and months that beep has been going on in that guy's house.
yeah. That's like something that someone younger or someone like that would be doing. But it's like this sounds like a grown ass man, and he was not changing the
Just
damn
like, nope,
battery.
I don't want to do that. I'll just ignore the beeps.
Classes in session. We're gonna learn today. What's up, David P? Sure thing, Squids. I love the show. We love you too. The show loves you, and I love you, and the community does too, as well. I had a blast with Saints Row, but I love that my wife is enjoying it so much. No, that's really good to see her enjoying everything on that, because it's nice, especially when it's like someone close like that. That gets close to your own favorite passion, which is gaming and content and stuff. So that's amazing. They all had expansions except the first one. I gotcha.
Saints Row. Yeah, I was gonna say my wife's not a big video game person, but as soon as Murder by Numbers came out and it was that Picto game, I knew that she would love it because she plays those games. And so I signed her up for the family stuff, and she was right on and playing it. And it's just exciting to see. Oh, my wife's playing Stadia. And like, oh, that's
yeah. Cool. And that I had a little experience like that too recently. I'm glad you brought that up, because someone close to me that was playing on Stadia, my twin brother, actually. He's one of, like, how I always make fun of the 120 and all the curve monitor people. He's one of those people. So he has to be playing like on this setup. Otherwise, it's like it's not a good game or not a good setup or something. But long story short, he was playing Strange Brigade actually with me. He bought that. He bought that and Outriders, so he has 2 games that he bought on Stadia. And then he uses, the family share, of course, but I don't ever see him online besides what he tells me. So there are some times where I think he might be online playing, but I, don't see him online. But he did play Strange Brigade though, so that's what I was playing recently with him. So that was nice, and we did a little stream on that too. So
it's funny. Nice. Because you guys are twin brothers. I have triplet siblings. They're all younger than me.
Oh, wait, oh man. There's a lot of like twins and triplets out here.
Yeah. When they were growing up, I used to tell them, oh yeah, since you guys are triplets, you guys are psychic. You can all communicate using your mind. You just got to like focus and concentrate. And I would tell them that all the time. So I almost wonder if like there is something even to it. If you're just like, oh, my brother's playing Stadia, I know it.
Right?
Yeah.
There's like something that triggers
Spidey
off
sense.
A little bit. Yeah. My squid sense.
Squid sense.
Saints Row 4 was supposed to be a DLC, but they turned it into its own game. So that's how. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because I got confused. Like I remember there was like the second or third one where they had like it's like Johnny Gat goes to hell or something. I don't know. That was one of them. I think one of them.
Yeah, it's
like
pretty
weird, like demonic one or something. Oh yeah, got out of hell.
And there was like a Christmas thing in Saints Row 4. I think that was an expansion too.
Yeah,
it seemed like that when I played it.
The first game didn't have DLC. Hope they patch the physics on this one. Oh no.
The physics is that not good?
What happened?
I haven't noticed.
Oh, you can't fuck with NPCs the same as you can in the previous games. I want human shields.
I don't mind that.
I'll have to see. I don't know. I've not tried it yet, so I can't say. Y'all talking about all these new games. I'm still trying to finish Judgment. Yeah, that's another game I got to finish myself.
Fun fact about Judgment. You can play Virtual Fighter 2 and 5, I believe it is.
That's sick. I knew there's a little arcade thing, but I didn't know you could play that.
Yeah, Virtual Fighter. The full game's in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 2 for 1, huh?
Yeah, that's 2 more games on the Stadia list.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's crazy. I'm not lying, Chanel. The final moment of the story dropped my jaw. I was just so surprised by the twist. Adventures. Their advertisements, that's smart. Yeah, definitely a sick advertisement that they got going. Can't wait. My wife loved it, so she told me to buy a second copy so we could play together. So I'm excited to play with her. Yeah, no, that's even better. What up, Duragon?
Dorgon.
Hey,
WEDNEzzzDAzzzE has had enough Z's.
nope, not enough. My wife beat part 2, 3, 4, and all the DLC. Oh damn! So she's like a Saints Row fanatic.
Damn.
That's tight. That's actually pretty tight. So that's what you mean. She was actually a fan of this series. That's tight. All right, we got more pro games coming, of course. Went over those. More trials. Go over the trials real briefly here, and then the comments. We'll go over like just a couple of these comments down below. We'll go over like a little bit, 10 minutes here. But yeah, let's see. Let me get back to the trial pieces. But yeah, thanks again, WEDNezzdAzzzE. I truly appreciate you, man, for popping on here today.
It was my
Thank you so
pleasure. I have
much.
fun doing this stuff. So I was happy you said yes to my let me be on your show request.
Oh, yes. I'm sure a lot of the viewers are loving it too. Nice little, collab action, which gonna definitely collab more, and then definitely collab on some gameplay with Destiny. So I'll have to get that going for sure.
That's what it's about.
But let's see. They added 9 to 5 as a trial, which is interesting to me because it's a free game. So I'm like, why is there a trial for free to play?
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's where I was just like scratching my head when I saw that. Darkwood is on there. Jackbox Party 6 and 7. The Gardens Between. Killer Queen Black. Really great game to do a trial. You get a nice hour to play that game. Which, if you have not played that, man, let me tell you, another great one.
I gotta drop a little thing on Killer Queen Black. I found out that is the only game that has 2 of Stadia's only esports teams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I know Mr. 1030 was talking about that. But pretty cool that we have some Stadia esports teams, and the place to do it is Killer Queen Black. So you got a good team. Get out there.
It's actually Now Your Mama Knows team, and
really,
he was a part of a big team there. And then there was Team JMG that we were on. There's me, Ryzak, Jeff, and Ray and SPG.
I missed out.
Maury, this other guy, Maury. So, yeah, man, we participated in one of the B leagues or whatever.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yep. That's funny that you brought that up, and I was a part of it.
Yeah, you were there. You lived
I was there. Oh, that's great. And then there's Crata as well, which, speaking of Crata, like, man, I need to get more into that game because I know that game's gotten pretty deep now with how many people have gotten into it and all that. So, man.
Yeah, and they've had a lot of success, especially with their recent acquisition. So, I mean, I'm super pumped for those guys.
Oh, yeah. And then let me get down to these comments. We'll go over just my comment real quick and then start from the bottom to the top there. So I did like about half of them. I'll do half of them on my other show and then do the other half on this one.
Cool.
But yeah, it's not meant to hate anyone. I'm just literally kind of putting my little opinion on top of whatever they're saying. But it's just funny, some of these comments, man. It's like an Amazon comment or review sometimes. But it gets crazy. You guys have been commenting, though. Holy cow. This was also an up there post for a lot of comments and everything. And not a second page, but I think it's about there. And then Dead Island 2, that's a big one that just got announced February 23. So keep bringing that up because I know people are like, but why are people bringing that up? There it is. Brought it up again.
I just saw that on Twitter like this morning or yesterday. I mean, that is, again, huge news. So Skull and Bones, Dead Island 2, Saints Row. Like we're just boom, 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 boom. There's Atari games. And
And then
Dead
not to
Island 2
mention,
is something I'll get into for sure.
yeah. And then not to mention like that big Avatar game. I know it got pushed back, but still that's a big one out there as well. Like, man, that's just waiting to be popped in here. I don't know. There's just so many different opportunities. It's crazy. All right, let's get into some of these comments rapid fire a little bit here. So, Raging Jacob, the fact that Dead Island 2 got revealed or re-revealed with a release on Stadia made a lot of fans happy, both Stadians and Dead Island fans. Any word of Dying Light 2 coming to Stadia? Wink, wink. I think that's also a potential one too, eventually. We'll have to see. Let's see. You got my comment here. Wowie, what an update. Lots of content from all the types of gamers. Keep it up, Stadia. I appreciate all that you do for the community and myself. I still wake up in shock that I get to play on the stream platform of mine. Wowzers, a stealth drop early release of September pro games. 5 out of 5 pro games will be added for this SQUiDzzz library. I can't wait to get into Saints Row as well. Man, this game looks insane.
Nice.
Captain Crunch.
I like how Captain Crunch makes a comment on Overcooked.
Can't wait for Overcooked. It looks like so much fun. Also, please make it so I can file away. He still put the file. He's like that other guy that was asking for the file. It's like the games are kind of filed in a way. So what I do is I play like the games I want to have played. I just, launch them or whatever. So it just puts those games at the top. And then whatever you're mostly playing will always be at the top.
At the top.
So, I don't know.
I don't get really people's issues. I search for the games if I want to play them. Like I know how to type them out. It's not a big issue.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you kind of already have like a pseudo folder in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can arrange it as much as you'd like, I guess. File away games that I have completed. So that's the other thing. So as you complete the games, they go to the bottom naturally if you keep playing the other games that you play. Because I don't know. One day I'll show a picture of my bottom of my library. It's honestly 4 games that I have not touched yet, but they're only because they're like sequels or the next of next or 4th or 5th version of the game. So it's like I beat the first version and then I go to that. So there's like 4 or 5 of those at the bottom, and then there's a break line where it's like I played this game, right? And played that one, played all these other ones, but it's not any of the big popular ones like that I brought up earlier or anything that I play a lot, but I played it. So, but that's a good way to arrange it is just by how you play the games. But
I think his mindset is coming from a console or even a PC gamer.
Yeah.
Because they want to delete games as soon as they finish because they're fearful of their space capacity.
Yeah.
You can't apply that mindset to cloud gaming. Like you got a big catalog and they're click to play with no storage. So
exactly.
Have fun.
So you can literally have like the whole library, and then it's like that's the thing. Like I look at it as I'm kind of glad that I don't have a lot of money, to be honest, because if I did, I'd have way too many things, but then I wouldn't have the time to do anything because you're trying to do all these different things. So it's like you can only do one thing at a time. You can only play one game at a time. So it's like if you bought all these games, then you kind of wasted all that money on the games. So it's like, man, just play the games that you have. And then if you really, really want the game, then I guess get it. But just know the other game that you were playing before is now not being played.
Yeah.
So just thinking about that sometimes, I guess, before you go to purchase things to help. That's what I do to help, keep my wallet safe, because it's really easy to just buy games, especially on here, because you buy it and you just can access it instantly. You don't have to download. You don't have to update. It's a dangerous, dangerous thing. That's all I got to say with that. That ease of access, man. Ease of access into your wallet.
I mean, how many Stadia games do you have?
I've figured it out. There's probably like a good 60% of my games are pro games. I bought only a good 40% of them, which is a good 70 to 80 games or so, because I have a good 191, 92 games on Stadia. but I've only bought like 60, 70 of them. So that's what I mean. Like the rest of them are from Pro. And if I started earlier, I would have had even more from Pro, which is a crazy, crazy thing. But let's see. I'm approaching 200 in my library, and it would be nice to hide some. Yeah, I guess for the, again, maybe like the ones that you beat or something, but I don't know. Let's see. The Unrest Cure. Overcooked All You Can Eat is stupendously good game for all ages and skill levels. Maybe I can nearly get my wife to divorce me again in it.
Oh my god.
Damn.
That's darkness.
I got Jorge Move. Thanks. That's it. Just thanks. With exclamation points, of course. But Rolex DeFrancer. Yars Recharged is awesome. Keep those Atari remakes coming. Yeah, they're gonna be coming. Then we got Ray. I love you, Stadia. Ray 3 We got a big one, then we'll get back to chat. Then we'll probably just, we got still more time for these comments. Thanks for the great post. However, please note this important detail. It might be rotating. However, keep what you claim and build a library of hundreds of games over time. You're not like the other guys. You're better. And then he posts like, what's coming to Stadia next month? For users subscribed to Stadia Pro, there's a rotating library of 50 plus games each month. Check out the new games joining the Stadia Pro library this month, early September.
Yeah, so, he's explaining that it's rotating, but you still keep the games you claim.
Mm-hmm. You got to be careful with that word choice.
Yeah.
So yeah, people get sensitive, man, with that. But hashtag Meter Guy, nice. I own Spiritfarer, but I'm totally down for all those other titles. Great curation. Yes, and great curation for those that don't have it either, too. So it's just, man, great title. Scally, great. Love the beginning of the month. Thanks, Stadia. I'll go over 4 scars and then I'll catch up on the chat. Let's see. Loving Saints Row. And what a pleasant surprise to find Yars Recharged as a Stadia Pro title. Solid Stadia Pro lineup for September. Tri-6 Infinite looks interesting. That I am looking forward to playing. Keep the trials coming, and kudos to the Stadia team for doing an amazing job. I love seeing the platform improving in many different ways each week. Wow. Yeah, I agree, John. I agree. Oh, I see why you don't need, why 9 to 5 is on there. You don't need an account for trials. Allow me to correct myself. Just gonna add more Z's.
There's 2 esports teams playing Killer Black.
No, it wasn't. You weren't the very first. There wasn't the very first one. If anything, we banded our team first, but we're not here to argue that. But yeah, very first esports match because we played before our team. We made history. They played before the team, but the team wasn't it wasn't even a Stadia team though. So that's the other thing. I don't know. Jeff would disagree. Yeah, and I disagree as well. Hey, yo, what's up, Geek to Sneak? Are you a fan of zombie games, Rediggs?
Oh, big time. So that was my sort of catalyst into gaming, was those first Call of Duties with the zombie modes that you had to unlock. Banding together, creating those teams of 6, unlocking all the Easter eggs. I used to get Pack-a-Punch. All that gameplay was just so awesome. I don't keep up with it anymore, but I remember all of those zombie games just being so awesome for me. That gameplay, staying alive. I even played Strange Brigade. I beat Zombie Army 4. Yeah. So I love it when it comes out.
Oh yeah. Now, for me, I kind of like zombie stuff, but I cut the line at Left 4 Dead. After that, there's too many. How I played all the other games and things. Too many hours in zombie stuff, so it's I don't know. It gets real mundane real quick for me. when I play the zombie stuff. So that's my personal take on it, though, because I know my brother. He's the opposite spectrum. He loves Dying Light. He loves Zombie Army 4, all of his like zombie games and things like that. But for me, like, I'm just overwhelmed. I'm just like, man, I've already played so much. Played, one zombie game. It feels like I played them all, but each one does have different mechanics, of course, though. So the latest one I did play was Back for Blood, though. I did like that one because it was kind of Left 4 Dead like. So
yeah, I've heard a lot of good things on that, but I haven't seen it personally.
you can't organize in Stadia as you can in other platforms. I get the ask for it. Let's be honest here. We waited 2 years for the damn search bar. But yeah, it's probably going to be 4 or 5 years before we get the folders. So I don't know. Because that's like, when you bring up that point there, like the search bar did take a while. So yeah, the folders definitely are going to be a thing, but just it's not on their priority list right now.
I remember we were all saying, what, we're playing Google games without a search bar? What is this? Like, that should have been day one stuff for Google.
They had a lot of flack. I knew all along about Dead Island 2. Oh yeah, no, definitely was one that was going to be on here. Dead Island 2 and Dying Light 2 were ones that were definitely coming here eventually. Dying Light 2, maybe. We'll still have to see, because I think it's more of a asset thing or something, because that game is actually pretty big and everything. So I don't know how not that they wouldn't be able to fit it, but it's just the fact, like, things that you do in it and all that stuff. I don't know.
Well, they advertised they were coming out for Stadia, and then they kind of retracted and did some backwards.
Yeah. So I feel like either something with the build, like the way how the game is made or something, because each game has different engines and things, and so they all have to kind of mesh a certain way. And if it doesn't jive well with their build, where they have to, hash their whole build and get another one, that's a problem. So they're gonna rip that off real quick. Oh, whoops. Sorry, didn't mean to skip that, Dargon. Whole library is annoying, though. Love all the access but to scroll for 3 days to find something in a genre I want to play, nothing. So switch off and go do something else. Folders are needed. But I don't know. That's what I mean. Like, if you actually are actively playing on the platform, your games go to the top. The games that you actually have been playing go to the top. And then when you got to find one game that you don't want to click search all, see all, just search it. And then you play it, and then it goes back to the top.
Yeah, you can even search genres now. So if you want action game, you can just type action. I mean, it's fairly intuitive with the search bar.
Yep. Or even type a game that you want to play that's like it, and then they'll give you other games too. But what's up, Chariot Man? Nice to see you. Morning. Hey. Saints Row is funny as hell.
Yeah, Chariot Gaming, man. He popped into my stream and started using the Stream Connect to watch some Saints Row, and it was like, oh man, this is so cool. So we were hanging out, and he was watching on Stream Connect while I was there at midnight.
Oh wow, yeah, no, the Stream Connect is crazy, and then that I tested that out with your stream the other day too. That was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, open another tab.
And just have the stream literally up. So it's just like, wow, this is awesome.
Every game's got Stream Connect now.
Yep. Ooh, you guys are popping off in the chat. We actually are like the tail end here. But let me get these real quick. Oh man, so I canceled Stadia Pro. It's cool to see the games I bought and I had personal interest in rather than a bunch of games I don't care about. Yeah, I feel that. Well, video was coming soon. Rant. Oh, you got to do what you got to do. Game on what you like, cowboy. Yeah, game on what you like. Don't spend the money if you don't have to. Like, who says you have to keep an active Pro subscription? You don't have to. But for the ones that do keep it active, man, get a lot of good perks. Either between sales, get the 4K access if you do that for some of the games.
Plus, you get invited.
Oh, good.
I was just going to say, you get invited to the giant 10-year anniversary where they take all the founders who have been subscribed since day one. They bring you to their private Google Island and they shower you in gifts. So
You don't-
we're all the
right.
founders are waiting for that.
Right, you're gonna miss out on that trip. Oh man. Oh wait. So I don't care of any of the pro games, so I'll do like my viewers suggest and play the trial of all the pro games, so I could try them without having to pay for them. Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of
Do that.
benefits I see to what he's doing. It's definitely more economical, but for me, it's like, isn't the Stadia membership cheaper than any online
Yeah.
membership I'd have to pay anywhere else anyways? So,
Yeah, no, it definitely is because I played WoW and I played for Xbox, and both at the time, one was 15, one was also 15, and
yeah.
paying for those, that was expensive. So I'm set with paying $5.99 for Luna and then 10 for Stadia, so about 16 bones for me. So it's like still back in that same bracket, but it's not like I'm breaking the bank on games. But I do think it's funny, but it's imperfect. Features are missing. The physics need tweaking. All my concerns can be fixed with patches. Oh yeah. Chariot Man, only positive thoughts for Saints Row I can see are coming from Stadia players starved for AAA content. Any other platform players got done with the design a decade ago. But yeah, no, that's true though, because like, I mean, it's also a Saints Row game too, so you have to scale it back a bit with that as well. I understand, yes, it was supposed to be the latest and greatest one, but for a Saints Row game, like it's high production for that. No squids. Ask Jeff. He made his team after Bat Pixie put together our team. That's legit facts. Ask Jeff, your team captain. Oh, okay. I bought it on Stadia and I'm going to play it. I beat it on Stadia, but I'm not going to sit here and say I don't miss gameplay features present in 3 and 4, but it's salvageable. Yeah.
I mean, what do you miss in 4? You miss being like a superhero god and flying around? I mean, it's a different game altogether when it comes to 4 and self-made, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I like where it's at. I think there's a lot of new features in there with like the car side swiping. There's a whole list of like specials, like throwing the grenade in someone's pants and then throwing them at someone. They did a lot to change it up, like that quick shoot to explosives that was never there before, and the close quarter combat. So I think they did well. Did well.
I can totally see what you're saying about Saints Row. Like the graphics look dated, so I can see some of the gamers being upset with it, whereas my wife just loves it and doesn't care. That's what I mean, though. So you're looking at it from different lenses. People got different perspectives, different expectations, different gamers.
It's not a sim. It's a Saints Row. It's going to be in that art style. It's going to continue the series.
Yeah, yeah. And that's why I even brought up the reviews the other day, because each review on each platform is different with what people are saying on it. So I understand, yes, the Stadia people, yes, we are gung-ho for the AAA, but then there's the same people on PS5 and on Xbox. They're giving it 80s and 90s, raving it, saying it's great. I don't know. I think it's all just comes down to perspective, to be honest. Perspective and everything's relative, which is an interesting concept because no one can agree or disagree on anything. But that's the problem, though. For some reason, For Honor just won't come to Stadia. I think it will. It's probably going to come like next year or later this year. The music has stopped, but let me reset it, which is kind of an indication of the show. We should have had it done a while ago.
That's my bad. I probably kept you.
No, you're good. You're good. Because I got just a little bit here, and then I do got to actually boogie. But every game has Stream Connect now. Yeah, you saw my tweet about it. Because pretty much, yeah, like it's true. Every game has Stream Connect now in a way. Because if you're playing a game with your friend, you can literally pop it on your phone, desktop mode, play on your computer, and you got, their screen right there. So that's pretty tight. So Destiny 2 with Stream Connect. Have you tried that? I don't know. Have you? Just done with the Seasons of Plunder's first mission. Love it. Nice.
Yeah, you're a space pirate now, Wilson.
Congratulations. Hey, N7. Hey, what's up, Anello?
Hey, thanks for hanging out
Aniello.
last night.
Yes, sir. That was tight to see you guys all interact too, and thank you for having me in that party chat too. That was nice to pop in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't have to keep a active pro and spend 120 on Stadia last night. I'm still spending money on Stadia. Yeah, no, like we're not like, hey, no, you need to be on pro. It's like, no, man, like that's cool. You get to save money. Like, if you don't like spending the money, then don't spend it. But for me, I look at it as $2 a game or less. I'm getting these games for like $2-3, and that's astronomical for me. That's all I can say.
We're out here all drinking Kool-Aid. I mean, if you don't want any Kool-Aid, you don't have to drink the Kool-Aid, but we'll still party with you. We'll still
We'll give you the sugar-free.
Yeah, sugar-free Kool-Aid. That's what it
is. Oh, shit. Man, that's funny as hell. But being a founder has nothing to do with having Stadia Pro. No, he was just joking, man. I canceled Stadia Pro. That's not my founder position. Yeah, it's still there. No one can take that away from you unless you cancel the account. So, but that'd be some stuff if they decided to make founder be tied with pro. Oh, that'd be an outrageous thing.
They slap the numbers on you as some sort of punishment,
right? For me, having Stadia Pro started like having a gym membership I don't use. Do you keep the gym membership because it's free? No, but I at least go to the gym a couple times a week, get my couple reps in and my cardio. If I am paying for it, and then if I'm paying for it, that's a whole nother thing. We're gonna be showering and we're gonna be swimming and all that stuff there, using their water, all that. Like I get real real crazy with that stuff. It's like, why would I shower here when I could shower over there, and I'm paying this membership and all that stuff? So I do that too. When I did do the membership thing, and then at my old job I had a gym there, so that was nice. So I didn't have to pay anything for that stuff. So, or I could just shower here, which is free. But well, not really free. You still have to kind of pay for it. But what I'm getting to is I kind of don't use things like for it not being used. Like I don't know. Like I have to get some use out of it. Like I don't just pay for something to pay for it. I gotta get some use out of it, and that's what I do even with these pro games. It's like, sure, they're not the latest and greatest things that I want sometimes, but most of the time it's something good for me and something good for someone else, which I do play a lot of. Like Where to Buy Numbers, for example, this last month, big one that just came out. The month before that was that Rogue Book for me. Yeah, Rogue Book was huge for me last month. Man, it's not that big for other people. So it's like those two games, prime examples right there. Like how those games could be big for me or big for someone else, but not big for someone that wants to pay for pro. But again, if you're paying like $2-3 a game, you can't really be too upset, you know. But let's catch up. Oh, there's a lot more. You guys are just typing away today. Like I said, I missed the way pedestrians reacted to you. You're in the right away, or you're right on where you said before, or said before was like the Matrix. I don't want it at that level, but I do want to charge through a crowd and have them react.
That's reasonable. You know, it was kind of a downfall with Cyberpunk too, with sort of the reactions in the crowd and how the cops wouldn't chase you and stuff. But I mean, there's certain limitations that teams meet, and you just got to enjoy it for the gameplay.
Yeah. Run down the sidewalk through pedestrians in Saints Row 3, and you'll see what I mean. I agree. The new features are great. I'm psyched to see more. I'm open-minded. The best thing about having Saints Row on Stadia was watching my wife lying in bed playing on her phone for hours while we're watching TV, and the game looks great and played great. Even if it's $2-3 per game, that's $2-3 you wasted for each one you don't play. That ain't worth it, bro. But that's the thing, though. Some of these games outweigh the cost that you're paying. Like, you pay $120 a year, right? But you're getting value back for how much? How much is that value back each year? It's like at least, I don't know. You're getting at least a good $11 or $1,000 back of
And
games, right?
another
Like,
thing is, to be a part of any other gaming ecosystem, you got to pay a higher fee just to get in and play online and get access to their games or their game menus. So, I mean, Stadia is really an economical feature.
yeah. So I mean, you look at, yes, $10, like that's what I mean. Economically, it makes sense. But if you want to pay the $15, $30, whatever each month, you could do that. Then yes, you get more games, but the value for those games, how are they held at the same standard? I don't think so. I don't know. But that's the thing. The value comes into play. Like some people value one game over the other. Look at Destiny 2, for example. Like you have thousands of hours in Destiny 2. There's people out there that haven't even touched it, haven't even looked at that game, don't even play it. Same with me. I've gotten a couple of 100 hours of Destiny 2. Talk about it with some of my friends. They hate that game. It's just like, I don't know. It's interesting.
And you want to know how to break a gaming laptop? You play 4,000 hours of Destiny 2 in 4K. How much is that?
That will do it. Yeah. One thing I love is the active taunt. Like when a person runs around doing wheels on the bus hands. It's hilarious. As long as you're playing the games and not just paying money to support the platform, I think it's fine. Yeah, but yeah, like it's more of just that and support. Sometimes I don't know. You're supporting it by just playing, right? Well, it's all up to the person.
Play Yars.
Oh yeah. So, I've had Stadia Pro free for about 70-80% of the time, and since I started since 2020, I took advantage of sharing my link and using deals. Exactly. Like I've actually this month, I've actually not had to pay for it because I got it from the promotions and things. But yeah, even still with that, like you get months that are free, you get discounts. There's so many different great things that just make Pro in your favor. But yes, paying $10 every time, like, or not paying the $10, there better be something that you get out of it. But something that you get out of it is pretty decent still. Like it's not something to not be snuffed at. It's not like you're paying the 10 into nothing.
Now that you say that, I bet you will see Cowboy come back to Pro when Stadia is like, "Hey, come back! Here's a free month."
Right.
And then he's gonna be like, "I'm back for the free month. I'm playing Yars."
Yeah.
But we'll see because they do that. They'll reach out,
right?
They'll give you a free month if you
Peace
leave
out.
for a little bit.
Peace out, Girl Scout. Peace out, Casey.
Okay, I wouldn't say
it's a poor man gaming service.
Well, you have to have dope ass internet, so I don't know how poor man it is, but yeah.
Right. It's more of like a middle class man like system or a dad system. Dad like that. I've heard that kind of compared. Like a dad. There's a lot of dad demographic out there.
Also, people who are impatient because I don't want to deal with downloads. I don't want to deal with updates, and I don't want to tax my computer. So,
yeah,
that's where it's at. I mean, it's the smart move for me.
Yeah, it is though, and I Mama knows Pro. It's $32 more than PlayStation Plus Premium. Yeah, but then you have to remember you got to buy into PlayStation Plus and have the systems that can run it. Stadia, you could just play on your like again. You forget the ease of access thing. Like you just access it on literally a potato. These other things have the console wall, or even just having a PC that can run that stuff. Like not run it, but be able to stream it. Which you still need at least a decent computer to stream on Windows. Like it's not just you can pop it on. So,
and if you like 4K, like you're not going to get it there.
Yeah. Okay, so you need a console to use Plus, blah blah blah. My phone for Stadia is $1,500, but use your phone for other things, not just Stadia. use
Oh
it for
my gosh.
communication, for transportation, for all that stuff. So that, I don't know, you can't really throw that cost into the wind with the Stadia. My phone is only $800, so does that mean I spent $800 on Stadia though? I don't know. I don't think so.
Our phone's more expensive in the UK.
Yeah, they're expensive.
So I
don't-
paid like 400, but I argued a lot. But I got a Google
Yeah.
Pixel 5 when it came out. $400. And anyways.
But yeah, I'm not trying to make this platform wars or anything, but remember, this is the StadiaDosage channel, by the way. We talk Stadia, and we're passionate about it here. So that's where this is all coming from anyways, too.
Well, you're here with the number 2 Stadia player in the world.
Oh.
So I like me some Stadia.
I'm number 5 in the US. I'll just say that. I'm like number 40 or something in the world, but
nice. Yeah, it's still big. Still big.
Yeah, no, definitely. I do want to play Yars because it was one of my favorite games a million years ago, but my fear is like Centipede, I'll play it for a few hours and be done. And I love how an hour ago y'all were going to wind this down. This chat's popping off. Yeah. We actually got to go in like seriously 5 minutes because I got work.
Yeah.
It's just like Game Pass. I got it again and I had the $3 deal. So if Stadia gave me a free month, I'll use it. Or maybe I won't because it's nothing I want to play on Pro. Well, that's your derogative then. Or prerogative. There's a lot of people that play on other platforms as well as Stadia, so I don't see how you could say it's a poor man's platform. Platform for a fight.
Mortal
Kombat.
In
my video goes live saying Stadia is the best way to start content creation for a $100 phone. I'm arguing against Stadia as a default platform. I'm an anomaly. True. Well, there's a lot of anomalies out there. But facts and truth will always reign supreme over anomalies.
But it is crazy. I feel like anyone who plays cloud gaming is an anomaly, being 1 to 3% of all gamers across the world.
Right.
Like, it's like, why did we think it's a good idea and nobody else think it was a good idea? Right.
Because with I don't know. Like with the games that are on there, honestly, there's a AAA drought, yes, but it's just funny how people are expecting the same AAAs to be popped onto the platform when there's not even AAAs coming out. Like, how many I don't know how many AAA games have come out this year that were actually brand new AAAs, not like remaster. I don't know.
Yeah, there's Fallout
10 or 20. I don't know, something like that. I don't even worry about that because I just worry about Stadia and the other systems I deal with. But this is why Stadia is the poor man's gaming system, because anytime you mention another platform, you say how you got to pay for the console or the PC. Exactly that. And then you have to pay for the online fee for some of the games. Not everyone has that type of money, especially in other parts of the world. Like the regions that Stadia is located in are probably also one of the most wealthiest too, if you think about it.
Yeah, and I think it's more like Stadia is like a smart move because you're taking advantage of your existing hardware and infrastructure to squeeze gaming out of stuff you already have.
And then say you have that crazy latest and greatest PC, then you can, have Stadia running, have a live stream going, have your chat going, have maybe someone else's stream going to help them out or something. Things like that. Like you could throw up a party stream of your friend while you're streaming as well. And, since you got the big rig PC, they're playing on their phone. They don't have a way to stream it or something. I don't know. You can help them out with that. Not saying that's going to be everyone's situation, but still, there's things that you could do with that. And then also it doesn't go crazy on your hardware. So you're not wrecking your hard drives or anything like that because you're not even using anything to play Stadia. Oh, let me see. Oh, 22. So
Also, there are
still,
gamers who use Stadia with very low internet speeds. That's not me. I don't know who those people are.
yeah. I got a few friends that still play it, and they got really bad internet, but they still play. Arguably not poor though. Yeah, poor man's gaming system. Say that to Jack the Slip though.
I mean, I'm sure they spent a lot of money setting up Stadia as an infrastructure.
22 AAA games launched as up to April or August 1st. Huh. And then let's see. We'll have to bring this up tomorrow, but let's see. Great points, you guys, tonight or today. SQUiDzzz, did you not see all the cool games that were shown yesterday at Gamescom? Only one was coming to Stadia, so we can love Stadia but keep it real.
I didn't see Gamescom.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I mean, was there any like big bangers, or is it more of like just the same games recycled? Like, I don't know. Like, there's that Wizard game coming from Ubisoft that's supposed to look pretty cool with that girl as the main character.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, it's just a lot of recycled games. I'm really looking. Was there any cloud native games at Gamescom? Because that's really going to set the new bar for gaming, in my opinion.
Yeah. I could say that to Jack also. Jack will tell you he loves tech more than Stadia. He's a tech guy and he believes in the tech of Stadia, so he wants to help it grow. Yeah, definitely. All right, last comment, then we gotta actually go.
Yeah, we're stretching the morning show.
Yeah. I only have my eyes on 4 of those games from Gamescom, and 1 is coming to Stadia. Yep. I don't know. You can be hopeful in things for the games coming out next year, things like that, but I'm worrying about the games that I'm playing right now. And that's what I do with this platform. I play all these different games that I have, 191 games to access instantly. I honestly might just do a joking stream where I just try to stream as many games as I can before I pass out. But that'll be a fun stream.
Honestly, for me, lastly, I'll say this, not to extend the show, but it becomes, is a game worth it to me if I have to download, make space for it on my PC? Because I have a PC that can run all of it, but it becomes, is it even worth it to me? Like, if a game's not in the cloud, it's not worth my time. So hopefully it starts moving more into the cloud, because I'm done with downloads and updates.
Yeah. But I just don't have that time, though. That's, for me, it's more of a time factor. Like, I can't afford to sit there for, 3 or 4 hours downloading, or even 2 hours or an hour downloading, because it's just like, that's the precious playtime that I have, and then I have to go to sleep and get going for the next day. So that's another big thing why I honestly love Stadia so much, and cloud gaming in general, because it just, yeah, man, easy access, just jump right in, no downloads, no updates. Not to worry about hardware ever, besides the damn screen that you're on and your internet, and if you have power. So, but if you don't have power, then I guess you don't have screen or internet. So, I don't know. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. I thank you guys all for coming on by. Bring on the stuff for tomorrow. We'll be live again. So, appreciate you, WEDNEzzzDAzzzE, for coming on by. This has been a epic show. Chill Times with SQUiDzzz, extended edition. And you guys have a good one. Got any last things, WEDNEzzzDAzzzE?
Thanks for having me on the show, SQUiDzzz. Awesome to be a part of it. Everybody have a great rest of your day.
Oh, and where can they check you out as well?
Oh, Chat Stadia, one word in social media. We're up on Twitter. We're up on YouTube. We're having fun in the world of social media, putting up streams. We got our Sunday show, 10 p.m. EST, and we got our Destiny 2 community play nights, Tuesday, 9 p.m. EST. So check us out. Or I'm WEDNEzzzDAzzzE on Twitter, so I'm always just tweeting about games and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for having me on again, and catch you guys in the cloud.
Yep. We'll see you guys out there. Peace.